while the other half were probably trying to figure out how to take Thomas home with them.
"We should go, Miss Martins."
I shot him a look. The corner of his mouth lifted.
"Emma."
"That's better." His hand came to my elbow and he said again, so politely and yet with authority,
"We should be going, Miss Emma."
Ah, a compromise. I saw the flash of humor in his eyes and shook my head as a grin tugged at my lips. I slid off my stool and turned to Teresa. "Did you want a ride?" She started to shake her head, then grabbed at the table for balance. With a laugh, she replied, "Yeah, maybe. I think I drank that last pitcher all by myself." A woman laughed from across the table. "You and me, Teresa. I think we shared it." "Yeah, probably." Teresa gave her a slight smile, grabbing her purse and straightening her clothes as she stood. She moved close to me and gave a nod. "I'm ready to go." Oh yes, Teresa had forgotten to pay. Laughing softly, I reached into my purse and laid $100 bill onto the table. It would cover the 2 pitchers we ordered and the pizza we shared with the rest. The group called goodbye behind us as we headed out the door, and I lifted a hand in response. Teresa bent her head forward and was already out the door, moving in front of me. When I felt the cold winter air, I grabbed the sides of my coat and pulled them tight around me, bunching my shoulders together. I mimicked the way Teresa crossed the sidewalk to the waiting car. Dashing in after her, as Thomas held the door, I heard that guy calling from farther down the street.
"Miss Nathans."
Whoever that was, it wasn't me. He had the wrong person. I relaxed a little bit. He wasn't someone I needed to worry about. I climbed inside and Thomas sat beside me, shutting the door. I glanced at him, surprised. He usually shut the door and went to the front seat, but not this time. Another guard was already seated inside the limo across from us, and he avoided my gaze. He pressed his intercom.
"We're good to go."
The car moved into traffic. Teresa groaned, folding over to pinch her forehead with her hand. That last pitcher was too much. She lifted tormented eyes to me. "When am I going to remember I'm a wine girl? I'm getting old, Emma. Beer doesn't sit well with me anymore." I chuckled, letting go of my unease and forcing myself to relax. Patting her on the back, I asked, "Do you want us to take you to your place or Noah's?" She groaned again. "Not Noah's. He'll just gripe at me." Some fight returned to her tone. "He's been on this kick lately that I shouldn't go to Friday night happy hour. We had a big fight about it last week. He actually forbade me to go tonight. Can you believe that?" Her voice sharpened. "Forbade me? Like he could even do that, even if we were in a relationship. Forbade? Unreal. He started to tell me you shouldn't even go, but he stopped himself. When I pushed him on that, he said it was none of his business if you went or not. I'm allowed to see you." That was his term. Allowed. She barked a bitter laugh. "As if I'm some damn submissive wife. Hasn't he learned anything over the years? Allowed. What a joke." I frowned, keeping my thoughts to myself. Noah was CEO of the Richmond, an international chain of hotels. Teresa had grown up with him. She worked for him too, but the real status of their relationship remained complicated. Her parents had been close with his before they died, so she'd been taken in by his family. I knew Noah had good intentions when it came to Teresa, and the two bickered like an old married couple, but he was never one to be controlling. In fact, his initial concern about our friendship had faded as quickly as he had voiced it. He'd known Teresa wasn't a fan of Carter, but as we all got to know each other, Noah and Teresa, along with Amanda, my last friend from my old life, had become like a small family to Carter and me. I owed them so much. They'd been there for me when my roommate, Mallory, was killed a year ago, and I'd been hunted by the Bertal family. But it seemed Noah might have some reason for his current concerns. Something was going on. A man had been watching me inside, then from the street, and I'd heard him.